All past Grand Lodge officers, please come out and we're going to enter the Grand Master. All past Grand Lodge officers. That's right, Kenny, get up. Go outside. Because the Grand Master Dude, you know, this is great. No, I know. I'm asking for you. All right,
Did we find out about the rods?
no, I'm going to ask right now. I'll walk in that direction.
Grandmasters prepare to enter.
Admitted.
Francesca, okay, I got it. Okay. Worshipful Master, it is my honor and pleasure to introduce Most Worshipful J. Eugene Margaret, Grandmaster and Masons of the State of New Jersey, Masonic Charity Foundation Chairman. He's accompanied this evening by Right Worshipful Michael S. Newberger, District Deputy Grandmaster of the 10th Masonic District. Right Worshipful Sir C. John Lashley, the Grand Instructor. Right Worshipful Arthur J. Cameron, aide to the Grand Master. Right Worshipful Jose M. Alleman Jr., Grand Chaplain. Right Worshipful Lloyd Person, Grand Chaplain, Most Worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge of New Jersey. Right Worshipful John Cyrus, Past District Deputy Grand Master of the 6th District, Most Worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge of New Jersey. Right Worshipful James R. Foster, Past Grand Chaplain. Right Worshipful Kenneth J. Broderick, Past Aide to the Grand Master. Right Worshipful Ryan P. Moy, Past Senior Grand Deacon. Right Worshipful Eric F.M. Chabanko, Past Grand Chaplain. Right Worshipful Barry M. Gould, Past Grand Solos. Right Worshipful Jonathan A. Dershowitz, Ruth's better half, Past Grand Chaplain, Secretary to the Grand Master 2026. Right Worshipful Ronald W. Lauder, Past Grand Chaplain. Right Worshipful Sheldon I. Malinsky, Past Senior Grand Deacon. Right Worshipful David A. Voster, Past Junior Grand Steward. Right Worshipful Joseph K. Aviles Sr., Past Junior Grand Steward. Right Worshipful Howard Z. Canowitz, Past Grand Chaplain. Yep. Right Worshipful Chester A. Bohannon, Past Junior Grand Steward. Past Grand Chaplain. Past Grand Chaplain. Field promotion.
Worship Master, it's my pleasure to introduce Right Worshipful Roy G. Simpay, the Grand Marshal of the Grand Lodge.
Most Worshipful J. Eugene Margroff, and Master Masons, it's a pleasure and honor to have you here at Theodore Roosevelt Lodge. If you will continue under your present escort, I will greet you in the east and present you to the brethren.
Thank you, Worship Master.
Brethren, I present Most Worshipful J. Eugene Margroff, Grand Master of Masons of the State of New Jersey. You will accord him the public grand honors, taking time from the Right Worshipful Grand Marshal.
Brethren, the public grand honors.
Thank you, brother.
Most Worshipful Sir, token of fealty to the Most Worshipful Grand Lodge you represent, and to you as Grand Master, I extend to you the gavel of Theodore Roosevelt's East to wield as you see fit.
Thank you, Worship Master, and I know you have a program this evening, which I'm very honored to be here for, and I'll turn it right back over to you so you can run the program. Thank you.
Thank you. Sir. The next one. Pete, grab, can we get them chairs in the back corner?
Who needs
First
chairs?
responder.
No. Let's get the chairs over to the first responders. Got it?
Squeeze in, there's a little bit more room. If everyone would stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Most worshipful sir, right worshipful sirs, worshipful brethren, brethren all, family and friends of Freemasonry. Good evening.
Good evening.
First, I want to thank everyone for joining us on this momentous occasion. This is now our 10th annual Scholarship Scholastic Night. When we first started this program, let's say it was just pie in the sky. But through consistency, hard work, and a lot of participation from the members of this lodge, their families, the communities, we've been able to grow it to a sustainable program that's now been here for 10 years. And tonight will mark over $100,000 we have donated to scholarships. I won't take too much of the steam out of our chairman for the evening, because I know he wants to go over a lot of little things. So with that being said, I introduce Right Worshipful Jonathan Dershowitz, our chairman for the event.
Most worshipful Grand Master. Right worshipful Deputy Grand Master. District Deputy Grand Master. Sorry. Look, I'm with the guy a lot, all right? It's, right worshipful sirs, brethren all, fans and family of Freemasonry, and of course, tonight's honorees. Welcome and good evening. Tonight, we're here to honor 5 amazing students who have achieved so much in their young lives, both in and out of the classroom. Each of these recipients have made significant difference in the world around them, whether that is through volunteer work, being leaders in their community, and various other activities that they are participating in. Having experienced so many different things and learning different skill sets so early on will only continue to benefit them, especially in the years to come. In the future, I strongly encourage you to continue to grow and learn new things. It is true what they say that knowledge is power, and the more you know, the further you will go in life. But tonight is about celebrating and rewarding you for everything you have achieved so far. While this night is but a stepping stone in your bright future, I hope tonight's honorees realize how incredibly proud of you every single person in this room is, including Iñaki, who's trying to hide. And how much we all look forward to the amazing things you will all do in the future. So without further ado, we're going to get started. As the worship master said, 10 years ago, we started this program with $50 an honoree, and we kind of scrambled to cook all the food ourselves and make sure people would just come. I was talking to Right Worshipful Bohannik about that earlier, how far we've come. But this program and the program that the 10th District Scholarship does is not the only charitable program that Masons are involved in. And tonight we have 2 representatives of 2 different organizations that are involved in our charity work. First of all, Right Worshipful Ryan Moy, past Senior Grand Deacon, who will be speaking on behalf of the Fraternal Guardians. And did he leave? No, he's here. Worshipful Brother Robert Arroyo, who will be speaking on the Children's Dyslexia Center. So, brethren, if you can both approach the podium, I'll leave it to you for a minute. Yeah, go for it.
Worshipful Master, Most Worshipful Grandmaster, Right Worshipful District Deputy Grandmaster, Right Worshipful Brothers, Worshipful Brothers, Distinguished Brothers, Brethren all, family, friends, and loved ones of Freemasonry, good evening to all of you.
Good evening.
As we gather together to celebrate the accomplishments of our young men and women tonight, we would be completely remiss if we did not keep in mind the struggles that so many children face before the day they walk into their first classroom or read their first book. The fatherless crisis specifically, and the lack of male role models in general, is a challenge faced by all too many children in our nation. To address that need, an initiative is being developed. The Fraternal Guardians Program is an initiative that has been developed by Worshipful Master Gabriel Aguirre. Worshipful Master. This program was first proposed within Lafayette chapter of Royal Arch Masons. The intent of this initiative is to transform the lives of children in need of direction and guidance. This program plans to find and prepare suitable mentors who can provide consistent, compassionate, and responsible guidance for a mentee's future. We need look no further than our own membership for good, caring, and professional role models. The initial target of mentees for this program will be children of deceased brethren. But as the program and resources develop, others in the community, in the larger community, will be considered for inclusion. What are we going to do? How is this going to work? What are we going to offer? Mentees will be provided advice on education, life, social, and professional skills. Guidance on improving academic performance, public speaking, time management skills are also the type of good practices that will be provided. Mentees would also be given the opportunity to meet and interact with community influencers and leaders. This proposed program would also empower mentors to provide information to mentees who are in need of advice for additional challenges that they may face in their lives. This includes physical, mental, or emotional challenges. The referrals that we discuss could include the variety of services provided by Freemasonry or to other professionals external to Freemasonry who could also provide needed assistance. The proposed program seeks to serve needs and provide opportunities that single families may struggle with due to work, financial, or other multitude of burdens that they may face. We as Freemasons cannot stand idly by and expect things to change without doing something. This program is a testament to that fact. We must be proactive in trying to address needs where they exist and when they need to be met. Now, at this point, the program is in a formative stage, and we're seeking to fund and sustain the initiative. Nothing happens in a vacuum in life, not in Masonry, not in anywhere. We welcome your support, your thoughts, your time, your ideas, your potential volunteer time in moving forward. In closing, we bring this to your attention today so that we continue to grow the number of men and women that we celebrate this evening. It's to help build a legacy from those that we help to those that follow both ours and those being helped. As the Worshipful Master said, this program, the scholarship night we have tonight, grew out of something very, very small to become what you see tonight. It's very possible that the Fraternal Gardens program may, in the same amount of time, achieve the same results, and that is our hope. Congratulations again to our honorees and their families. And thank you all for your attention and your interest. God bless. Thank you all.
Most Worshipful Grand Master, Worshipful Master, Right Worshipful District Deputy Grand Master, brothers, friends, I'm here representing one of our great charities, a Scottish Rite charity, the Children's Dyslexia Centers of New Jersey. And whereas Ryan had the hard job of trying to explain to you how to get something off the ground, I have the wonderfully easy job of coming to you and tell you about the good work that you've been doing since the mid-1990s. So you've been helping students all across New Jersey, hundreds of students a year, deal with their learning challenges. Now, those of you who don't know, and we're honoring scholars tonight, you may not know that 1 in 5 students, 1 in 5 people is impacted by dyslexia. And it can take different forms. It might be that reading is impacted, or it might be that you have dyscalculia, where numbers aren't very much your friends. So you can imagine what happens in a school setting to a young person especially, who starts to feel like they're being left behind. Maybe people think they have behavioral issues, but really it's just a matter of learning to work with their dyslexia challenge. So since the mid-1990s, we as Masons, and specifically within our district as well, because I represent more specifically the Children's Dyslexia Center of Scotch Plains, which is within our great 10th district. We've been at that location since 1997 because of the gift of the brethren, many of whom are in this room. We have helped so many scholars come out of that location, at least 50 a year. People who were told they would never read, going off to get double degrees in engineering. That's not every case, but even if it's just one case, it's amazing. So I say this to you because this is the good work that you have done with your giving. So I want to reiterate to you that we're still here. We're still a very valid part of the community, and we can use your support as we go on each year, helping more and more students to deal with their learning challenges and to go forward to higher education. Thank you.
Thank you very much, brothers, for those presentations. Very much appreciated. Before we move on to the next part, some of you will see we do have a photographer, a member of the Grand Lodge Photograph Committee here. He is taking pictures, photos, videos. I don't know why you would do a voice recording, but you can. Are all encouraged, all welcome to. The only thing we ask is that you don't interfere, with bumping into someone or whatever during the program. But please have your phones out, take pictures, whatever you would like. So for 9 of these 10 years, we have been working with the 10th district. I don't know where Ron went. Where did Ron go? Oh, there he is. Hi, Ron. With the 10th District Scholarship Program this evening. It kind of happened by happenstance. It was just a way for us to work together and for Grandmaster to basically not have to come to the same area twice in the same week. But I can honestly not imagine doing this night without Right Worshipful Ron Lahr and his entire committee. They are as much of a part of this as anyone else in this lodge. So without further ado, Right Worshipful Ron Lahr, Chairman of the 10th District Scholarship Committee.
Worshipful Master, Most Worshipful Grand Master, Right Worshipful District Deputy Grand Master, Right Worshipful Chairman, brethren, students, parents, family, and friends, good evening.
Good evening.
It's an honor to be here. I guess it is the 9th time. I wasn't keeping track, but thank you for that. But time does fly. Again, it's an honor to be here, and as a parent of a high schooler, I certainly know what an exciting and also an exhausting time of year this is. First off, I'd want to thank the officers and the members of Theodore Roosevelt Lodge for again hosting us and making this night possible. And it just gets better and better with each year that we're here. We thank you for having us. Just as a way of background, the 10th District Masonic Scholarship Fund was founded. I guess we're going in order of longevity because we were founded in 1973. And it was formed as a way to live up to the charitable tenets of our fraternity. by helping the children and grandchildren of our district attain their educational goals. And since our inception, we have provided well over 100 grants to well-deserving students who are selected based on academic achievement, school and community activities, as well as financial consideration. And this is really what makes Masons truly Masons. I would like to just take the opportunity to thank the members of the committee, including Worship Brother John Colchin, who couldn't be here, but he's our secretary, and my constant sounding board. Right Worship Ryan Moy, who's our treasurer, who interacts with all of our students because he pays all their bills. Right Worshipful Christian Osa, who helps out with our fundraising and getting the word out, and as well as our newest member, who I have very high hopes for, your Worship Master, Worship Brother Gabriel Aguirre.
No pressure.
No pressure. I would also like to thank the members of this district for their ongoing support, which has allowed us to continue to live up to our Masonic duties. I hope that you will continue your generous support, or please consider making an initial donation. This evening, I would be remiss if I did not take a moment to acknowledge the untimely passing this past fall of Worshipful Brother David LaBouche, who served on this committee for the past several years, as well as on the Children's Dyslexia Board. He's a past master of Theodore Roosevelt Lodge and also a member of Jerusalem Lodge, another lodge in our district. Worshipful Brother LaBouche was a kind, enthusiastic, and passionate Mason, and for all of his efforts to our committee, as well as contributions to the craft and these endeavors, this year's 10th District Scholarship is being given in the honor of his memory. I just want to close by saying to all of our scholarship winners that are here this evening that you have much to be proud of. You've accomplished a great deal in your life to get to this moment tonight. To be a high school graduate, to be selected as a scholarship award winner, and soon to be college freshmen with the opportunity to pursue your lifelong dreams. Of course, none of this came by accident. It took hard work, dedication, and support of family, friends, teachers, and mentors who all helped you believe in yourself. And for this, you should be very thankful and very proud. However, your journey still continues, and you have much hard work in front of you, and you'll need more determination as you move forward. So with that, I'm going to leave you with a quote from the namesake of this lodge, Theodore Roosevelt, who once said, "Believe you can, and you're halfway there." Believe you can, and you're halfway there. With that, I would like to invite Brother Adam List, the junior warden of Mount Zion Lodge number 135, to the podium to make the presentation to our award winner.
Right Worshipful District Deputy Grand Master, and right Worshipfuls, brethren all, family and friends of Masonry, welcome. I would like to say a few words about this year's award recipient. Madison Georgian is a hardworking, dedicated young woman. She's about to graduate from Piscataway High School, but this is just the beginning of her journey. Maddie is well known for her determination, accomplishing that which she purposes. She loves math and science and has managed to keep her grades high while pursuing many activities, and has been selected as a member of the National Honor Society, the Science National Honor Society, and the Math Honor Society. She's a team player both in academics and in sports, as a member of the Engineering Academy, president of the Robotics Club, and co-captain of the girls' varsity tennis team, where she was named MVP for 2024. She's involved in a number of community activities. She's the events coordinator for Piscataway Gives Back and a volunteer for Special Olympics. She has also worked as a swim instructor and interned at her school's IT department. This fall, Madison is planning to attend Rutgers University Honors College School of Engineering to study mechanical engineering, with the goal of helping to better people's lives through her work. I know that I speak for all the brothers of Mount Zion Lodge when I say we are so proud of you for all of your accomplishments. Know that you will go as far as your dreams will take you. And now, to keep it short, it is with great pleasure that I present the 10th Masonic District Scholarship Award, sponsored by Mount Zion Lodge, and dedicated to the memory of worshipful brother David LaBouche, to Ms. Madison Georgie.
Okay, good evening, everybody. I want to begin by thanking the 10th Masonic District for this incredible honor. I'm truly grateful to be selected for this scholarship, and I hope to make you proud. My name is Madison Georgian, and I'm a graduating senior from Piscataway High School. This fall, I'll be attending Rutgers as a member of the Honors College pursuing mechanical engineering. My future goals include conducting research, getting my master's degree, and working as a naval engineer, all with the mission of making a positive difference in the world. Receiving this scholarship is a true honor. It brings me one step closer to achieving my dreams at a university I always aspired to go to. Since my dad joined the lodge in 2019, I've gained more than just an external community. I've gained a second family. Your love, encouragement, and unwavering support has meant everything to me, and I'm forever grateful. Thank you again to the 10th Masonic District for this opportunity and for you guys believing in me. Thank you. Have a good evening.
By the way, proof of an 18-year-old versus a 36-year-old. She was able to read all that on a tiny iPhone. I have this on giant print on an iPad. No, it doesn't. Bifocals are next, I know. Right Worshipful Laura, Brother Adam List, thank you so much, and congratulations to Maddie. Now, as we said earlier, 10 years ago, this started off with 3 scholarships to connect ourselves and reconnect ourselves to the community with Carteret High School. And since our consolidation 2 years ago, 2 lodges became one, Azure Masada and Theodore Roosevelt became Theodore Roosevelt 22. We've been able to expand that program. And this year, for the first time, we are able to give a scholarship to a family member of the Carteret Fire Department, whose on-duty crew is grateful. We're grateful to be here tonight. So, gentlemen, thank you for what you and everyone do. And this year, one of their members, his daughter, is going to be honored. Now, 3 years ago, we started doing these in honor of those who have passed. There was a member of our district who passed away recently, Right Worshipful Raymond Szynski, district ritual instructor, or past district ritual instructor of the 10th district, who the best way to call him would be a Mason's Mason, and truer of the word, we call each other brother, he embodied it. We are very grateful. We're all grateful that he was here in our lives, and he is missed every day. We are very fortunate to have his daughter Rachel and his mother here with us tonight, as well as members of his home lodge, Lafayette Lodge. The Worshipful Master, Worshipful Brother Fred Schwartz, would you please join me in the podium, you and Rachel, and if Mom's up for it, she can come up as well. This is the intro I wrote about the honoree. Do you want it, or do you want me to read it after you're done?
Read it after I'm done.
Okay.
That's small.
Yes.
Worshipful Master, Right Worshipful District Deputy Grand Master. Here they go. I was going to try and read this without my glasses, but that won't work. My name is Fred Schwartz. I am the Worshipful Master of Lafayette Lodge number 27 in Rahway, New Jersey. I am honored to have the privilege of awarding this scholarship in the name of my friend, Right Worshipful Raymond Szynski, this evening. Right Worshipful Ray was a pillar of our lodge and true asset to the 10th District. He was genuinely thoughtful and generous. In addition to serving as district ritual instructor, Ray attended most events throughout the district and the state in support of those lodges. He always made himself available to do the right thing. As an example of how high in esteem he was held, Ray received a call from a family member of a 50-year Mason saying that he would not be able to attend the lodge to receive his award because he was in the hospital. Due to circumstances, we only had a short time frame to work with. Ray made a few phone calls, and 6 hours later, 14 Brother Masons showed up at the hospital to present the 50-year token. If you asked any of those gentlemen why they dropped everything and made themselves available in such a short time, they would all say the same thing. Ray asked. They knew he would do the same for them. It is my honor and privilege to present this scholarship in the name and memory of my friend, Ray Szynski. Thank you.
Thank you, Worship Brother Schwartz. So it's my honor to introduce this exemplary young woman. This year's recipient for the Carteret Fire Department Scholarship is Carly McKinney. Carly is graduating in the top 3% of her class at Colonia High School with a GPA of over 4.0 and 11 AP courses under her belt. Yeah, right? But what truly sets Carly apart is her heart of service. At just 18, she is already a certified emergency medical technician, responding to real-life emergencies while she's completing homework and college applications. She volunteered hundreds of hours with the Woodbridge and Island Rescue Squads, earning the Mayor's Volunteer Appreciation Award, and has been a committed presence in academic and leadership organizations, from National Honor Society to the Suicide Prevention Society. Carly's next chapter takes her to a prestigious direct admit nursing program in Tennessee, where she will pursue her dreams in becoming a flight nurse and pediatric nurse practitioner. Carly absolutely exemplifies leadership, compassion, and resilience. Brethren, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulations to Carly McKinney.
I want to take the families and the recipients when this thing dies down.
At the end, or okay. Yeah.
Congratulations.
You're welcome.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Carly McKinney. I am from Colonia High School, and I'm going to be headed to University of Tennessee, and I'm currently a graduating senior. I am headed to nursing school, and I'm hoping to minor in American Sign Language. I just wanted to thank everyone so much for this award. It truly means the world to me, and as someone currently working as an EMT, I've seen firsthand how much of a difference it makes when someone shows up for you during your hardest moments. That's exactly what inspired me to take the next steps and pursue nursing at the University of Tennessee. This recognition isn't just about what I've done so far, but it's a reminder of why I've started and where I'm going to be headed. Being honored like this gives me even more motivation to keep pushing, keep learning, and keep growing into the nurse I hope to become. It means a lot to know others believe in me and my future in healthcare. So again, I really appreciate everyone coming out, especially the Carteret Fire Department and my family here today, and of course the entire lodge. Thank you, and thank you for seeing the support in me and for seeing something in me. I'll carry this encouragement with me throughout my time at Tennessee and beyond what takes me. Thank you.
See how swell that kid was?
I know, right? Thank you, Carly. And again, thank you for what you do and what your father and everyone in our extra row here, because in case they're on duty, they have to go, does for us each and every day. We very much appreciate it. And Kevin, don't worry, I'll tell Elena you did a good job tomorrow. Our next scholarship is presented in memory of Marianne Chabanko, wife of Taras Chabanko and mother to Peter, Greg, and Eric Chabanko, all members of this lodge. Marianne was a shining ball of light whenever she was at this lodge, and she was here whenever she could with her husband and her sons. And I only got to know her for 8 years or so, 10 years or so. So I'm going to let her son Eric come up and talk about her, who's known her a lot longer. You were warned. So, right worshipful Eric Chabanko.
I will be very brief. My mother loved this lodge. She loved her brothers. And she would be so happy to be here tonight. And I miss her. But aside from that, I'm honored to be here on behalf of my family. And I'm honored to be here on behalf of the recipient this evening. So thank you very much.
I sat down for nothing with you. Jeez. So our next recipient, I'm honored to introduce Donald Shermatov, the recipient of this year's scholarship award. Donald is a standout student at Carteret High School with a remarkable 4.4 GPA, a dedicated member of the National Honor Society, and a dual enrollment scholar at King University, where he's already earning his college credits. His dream is to be a lawyer driven by a passion for justice and a deep sense of purpose shaped by the quiet strength and sacrifice of his father. Donald's journey reflects resilience, from earning a place on the soccer team without prior experience to mentoring younger students and volunteering extensively in his community. He leads with grit, humility, and heart. Whether he's coaching kids, excelling in AP courses, or working part-time to support his ambitions, Donald embodies the values of service, perseverance, and leadership. Brethren, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Donald Shermatov.
Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, I want to express my deepest gratitude to God, my family, my friends, my teachers, and my mentors. Each of you have played an indispensable role in shaping the person I am today, and I am eternally thankful for your unwavering support and guidance. I am incredibly honored and humbled to be standing before you as one of the recipients of the Theodore Roosevelt Scholarship. This prestigious award is not just a financial contribution. It is a validation of my hard work, dedications, and aspirations. I extend my heartfelt thanks to the selection committee for believing in my potential and investing in my future. This scholarship will be instrumental to my journey as I attend Pace University in the city of New York, where I will be pursuing my ultimate goal of becoming a lawyer, advocating for justice and making a positive impact on society. With the support of the Theodore Roosevelt Scholarship, I am one step closer to realizing this dream, and I am committed to making the most of this incredible opportunity. So I thank you all.
Thank you again, everyone. Our next honoree is in honor of Worshipful Brother Rostemeyer, a past master of this lodge. Spirit is here to speak about Worshipful Brother Rostemeyer is a member of our committee, Worshipful Brother Stanley Nardowitz, and to present the scholarship is Brother Johan Rojas.
Worshipful Master, Most Worshipful Grandmaster, Right Worshipful District Grandmaster. What can I say? You know, when you lose a classmate of yours, Rusty, Jim, Rustmeyer, Jimmy, when you lose a classmate, he's far too young to not be with us anymore. But he was Right Worshipful Dershowitz's size, gentle giant, never said anything bad about anybody, a lot of fun, you know, going to school. And ironically, I didn't know when I first became a member of the lodge, I came in for a Memorial Day celebration and he's sitting down in our bar area and I introduced myself and I go, yeah, hi, I'm Stan Nardowitz. And he goes, Jesus, Stosh, you don't remember me? How could you miss me? You know, and I said, you know, Rust, you know, you're right. But he was a great guy and worshipful master here. And it's just a shame that he's not here, but in honor, you know, of him, which he's overlooking everybody. Johan, you can do the honors.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
It is an absolute honor and privilege to present this year's Theodore Roosevelt Lodge Number 22 Free and Accepted Masons Academic Scholarship Award to the one and only a very deserving student, Prabjeet Kaur. Prabjeet is an extraordinary young woman whose high school journey has been nothing short of inspiring. Over the course of 4 years, she has participated in 18 extracurricular activities, including DECA, National Honor Society, Girls High School Soccer Team, Track and Field, and other prestigious honor societies. Her level of involvement speaks volumes, not just about her ambition, but about her time management, her drive, and her deep sense of commitment. But what makes Prabjeet truly stand out is not just how impressive her accomplishments are, but the grace with which she has balanced it all. Behind the awards and accolades is a story of resilience and responsibility. As the daughter of an immigrant family, Prabjeet carries the hopes and dreams of her generation, honoring the sacrifices made for her future each and every single day. She's also a loving sister to a sibling with special needs, a role that has undoubtedly shaped her future. Her compassion, patient, and empathetic character is what makes her an honoree today. It is because of her brother that she is driven, compassionate, and determined to make a difference by majoring in environmental and biological sciences at Rutgers University and plan on becoming a doctor. Prabjeet's academic excellence and leadership is unwavering dedication to both her family and her community, make her a shining example of this scholarship. So today, we're not just honoring a scholar, we're celebrating a young woman with an incredible spirit, unmatched determination, and a heart of service. So please join me in congratulating Ms. Prabjeet Kaur.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank the Roosevelt Theodore Lounge and the 10th District, I'm sorry, I'm so nervous, for this generous scholarship and for the recognizing students like me. As a student from Carteret High School, I've always worked hard in and outside of the classroom, through school, volunteering, whether it be at JFK, at the fire department, or the community programs such as Lincoln Tech to become a medical assistant. I've learned the value of community and leadership and giving back what you've gotten, just like how I am right now. And this fall, I'll be attending Rutgers University to major in biological sciences on the pre-med track. I'm excited to make the next step towards a career in medical and continue making a positive impact and giving back to my community. Thank you again for supporting my future. Your belief in us means more than words can express. Thank you so much.
Worshipful brother, right? Just brother. Thank you very much. Our last scholarship of the evening is in memory of Brother Richard Klein. And here to speak on behalf of the family, it will be Worshipful Master, and to do the presentation, Worshipful Brother Stanley Nardowitz. Well, come on back.
Well, I guess good evening again, everyone. It's an honor to present the award in the honor and memory of my friend, my brother, Richard P. Klein, Esquire, as he always made sure to remind everyone. Richard had a very, very polarizing type of personality. You either really loved him or you really hated him. But despite his flaws, he was a really good brother. He never turned his back on anyone that asked for his help. He was actually a key instrument in me being able to obtain my first home. So he's always going to have a place in my heart, and hopefully he's watching over us in heaven, looking at the good work we're doing here. He was a friend and brother for 14 years in this lodge, and his latter years, his health and work kept him far away, but he always kept in touch. We definitely miss him, and it's an honor to remember him this way. Thank you.
Good evening again. It is my honor and pleasure to introduce our last recipient. And just meeting Francesca this evening, I was explaining to her and her family that not only her 4.3 GPA, straight A student, let's talk about extracurricular activities. Over 18, volunteer work, over 16 organizations. And on top of that, you have time to study and do all that stuff. But on top of that, you're a paid vocalist, right? You're a commissioned artist, tutor, and best of all, you're a dog walker. So if you make it down 10 floors, we can put you on the payroll. But it is it blows my mind. And we had over, I think, 15 applications that come in. And when you read, when I read your bio and I read, it's just how hardworking you are and what you want to accomplish. And I will say this, one of the biggest things that stood out was that you want to help your family. And that is, when I tell you, that is a big motivator, and that'll motivate you through school, after school, work, and whatever you're able to do. And it's an honor and pleasure to award this to you. So if you would please come up and share 55 words with us. Hold on.
Sorry.
This film's expensive.
It's like you've never done this before, Stan.
Okay, sorry, I'm very nervous. We were talking about dyslexia, right? I'm someone who suffers from dyslexia. So, this is a very anxious moment for me. But to start, I really want to thank the Theodore Roosevelt Lodge, the Academic Success Award, for the Academic Success Award. It must have been very hard to choose out of all the students at Carteret for 3 of us to receive this scholarship. However, I appreciate all my hard work being taken into consideration. I just first want to just congratulate all the other winners of the scholarships and thank their family members, their parents, more specifically my parents. If you don't know, my father from 9/11 attack suffers from ALS and leukemia. He walked up all these stairs just to watch tonight. So life has been pretty hard for us, but your generosity with this scholarship and even just being so nice to us and letting us come up here first and just being very humble. I appreciate all of it. Again, I just want to thank you all very much, and Thank you for fostering my future, and I will be a first-generation graduate of in college. So I just want to thank you all again, and thank you for being here.
Jake, keynote. Our next speaker is actually our keynote speaker for the evening, someone that's very close and near and dear to my heart. I remember when I first met her, she was one of those young ladies that thought she knew more than she actually did. But as you saw her grow and develop and learn, she actually came into her own, and is definitely a scholar among scholars. And with that, she's actually pursuing a career in education. So without further ado, well, Ms. Camille Ortega, please join me up here.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Thank you so much for that kind and warm welcome. I'm truly honored to be standing here tonight, and as I look around this room, I feel a profound sense of gratitude and connection. I can't help but reflect on my own scholastic night back in 2021. That year feels both like a lifetime ago and as if it was just yesterday. That evening, I was fortunate enough to receive the Bennett Singh Brand Scholarship, a moment that filled me with deep gratitude and left an imprint on my heart. At the time, I was a senior in high school, on the verge of beginning my college journey. That scholarship wasn't just a financial boost. It was a powerful symbol of recognition for the hard work I had put in, the growth I had undergone, and the leader I was slowly becoming. The values behind the scholarship: leadership and growth, two titles I have always held with great responsibility and pride. For me, that award reflected not a singular achievement, but the culmination of years of dedication. It spoke to the late nights, the group projects, the balancing act of academics, extracurriculars, and work. It validated every risk I had taken, every opportunity I had said yes to. And it taught me that when you show up fully, with heart and purpose, people see you. Your effort doesn't go unnoticed. That's why I'm especially moved to be here with this year's scholarship recipients. To all of you being honored tonight, you've earned this moment. I've read about your accomplishments, the hours you've poured into volunteering, and the many hats you've worn as leaders, helpers, dreamers, and doers. And let me just say, I see you. I see how hard you've worked, and I am so proud of you. Trust me when I say that juggling everything you have, school, family, extracurriculars, and community work, is no easy task. It takes commitment, it takes heart, and it takes courage to keep going, especially on the days when you feel overwhelmed or unseen. So please take this night in. Let it be a reminder of your worth and the potential you carry. When I think back to my high school experience, I remember striving to make those 4 years transformative. I didn't want to just get through high school. I wanted to grow through it. I pushed myself academically, but I also pursued every meaningful opportunity that came my way. Whether it was joining clubs, attending events, or simply supporting classmates, I looked for ways to be involved, to feel connected, and to uplift others. That mindset led me to join the cheerleading team, which quickly became one of the most defining experiences of my high school journey. By senior year, I had the honor of serving as cheer captain, a role that went far beyond leading chants or routines. It taught me how to lead by example, how to support others selflessly, and how to turn moments of pressure into opportunities for grace. But what I discovered was this: cheering for others came naturally to me. Not because it was something I learned in school, but because it was something I inherited from home. My parents, Denise and Santiago, have always been my greatest inspiration. As immigrants, they made countless sacrifices, putting aside their own dreams so that I could pursue mine. Their unwavering support is the reason I lead with compassion and purpose. Oh, sorry. I'm getting emotional. It's because of them that I knew I wanted to become a teacher. Teaching to me is the ultimate way to give back, to pour into others the way my parents poured into me. I don't just want to teach lessons. I want to empower students to see their own potential, to believe in themselves, and to know that they have someone in their corner. As long as I am in the classroom, I will strive to recognize not just where a student is academically, but who they are at their core. I will remind them every day that their voice matters, that their dreams are valid, that they belong. And if I could leave you all with just one message tonight, it would be this: education is power. Never forget that. Education is the tool that allows you to shape your future, challenge the world, and break generational cycles. And if you, like me, are the child of immigrant parents, know that your identity is not a limitation. It is your strength. Be proud of where you come from and let it fuel where you're going. Whatever path you choose, keep shining, keep striving. Don't ever dim your light to make others uncomfortable. And even when the world feels chaotic or uncertain, stay rooted in your purpose. Thank you so much to the Theodore Roosevelt Lodge for having me tonight. This lodge continues to uplift and empower students in ways that go far beyond a single evening. And I'm deeply grateful to be a part of this tradition. And to everyone in this room, thank you for your time, your energy, and your belief in the power of young people. It's your support that make moments like this possible. I leave here tonight filled with hope, inspired by the next generation of leaders, and so very thankful to have shared this evening with all of you. Thank you.
Principal of Carteret High School, everybody. Yeah. Now, before I hand things off and you guys don't have to listen to me talk anymore. Yeah, Johan, look, you two can fight it out later. All right, I'm almost done. I promise. First, a huge thank you to our lodge's financial trustees, without who this night is absolutely not possible the way it is. And I believe most of them are here tonight. So, Right Worshipful Kenny Broderick, Right Worshipful Joe Aviles, Right Worshipful Brother Stanley Nardowitz, and Right Worshipful Ryan Moy. If you can please stand up. Just thank you for everything you do. It is thanks to them we're not only able to continue this program for 10 years, but we're able to expand it each and every year. So thank you, gentlemen. Huge thank you to our scholarship night committee. Brother Dan Coulard, who can't be here. He's on a work trip, but he's absolutely missed. Again, Worship Brother Stanley Nardowitz and Brother Johan Rojas, and of course our Worshipful Master, Gabe Aguirre, my fellow co-founder. I want to say we spent, 2-3 hours debating these applications this year. This is the most applications we've ever gotten for across any scholarship. So it was actually a pleasure to be on Zoom and argue with each other. It was absolutely an honor. Of course, a huge thank you to all of the members of Theodore Roosevelt number 22 for continuing to support this and come out every year. This is our lodge, and we know that this is a big night for us. And your work behind the scenes, whether you're helping out in the kitchens or prepping in other ways to make tonight and welcome all these amazing guests, it's absolutely appreciative. Thank you to any educator in the room for doing what you do, but especially to our representatives of Carteret High School, my wife, Ruth Dershowitz. That's right. If Roy shouts me out, I'm going to shout you out. Yes, it was. And of course, the principal of Carteret High School, Mrs. Joaquin, we thank you for coming year after year since you've been with us. We hope you enjoy it this year as you enjoy every year. Last thing, before I hand things over to our District Deputy Grandmaster, the pen. Yeah, you forgot? All right. I understand we have a birthday in the house to Right Worshipful Barry Gould. I don't know where, there he is. Barry. Very, very happy 68th birthday. I honestly have no idea why you decided to spend your birthday with us, but we're glad you did. There is just by happenstance, there does happen to be cake downstairs, so go nuts. We do have a special guest tonight, a member of this lodge who hasn't been here in a while, Right Worshipful Shelley Walensky. Again, I keep losing people, but he's here somewhere. There he is. So I believe, Right Worshipful District Deputy Grand Master, I believe you have a small presentation. Do we have paperwork? All right.
Do I have?
He does. He has the paperwork. In case you couldn't tell, this part was really organized. Yeah.
Brother Marshall, would you kindly escort Brother Shelton Walensky to the east?
Yeah. Peter, he's the problem.
Shelley, it gives me great honor to be able to present this to you. You are a pillar in the 10th district, and there isn't a single brother, not just in Azure, but this entire district, that doesn't owe great gratitude to you in everything that you've taught, and have had a tremendous impact on every brother. So it gives me great honor to read this. The Grand Lodge, the most ancient and honorable society of free and accepted Masons for the state of New Jersey, honors Right Worshipful Sheldon I. Walensky, Theodore Roosevelt Lodge number 22, on his 65th anniversary as a Master Mason. And he's only 39. And express appreciation for his distinguished service. May 4th, 2024, witness the hand and seal, Most Worshipful Grand Master, Roger D. Quintana, Grand Secretary, and your signature.
That's last.
Oh, and then Len Bay awarded Grand Master to Grand Master last year. But your most worshipful J.P. Margrove congratulates you as well. The camera.
Howard.
Job's not done yet.
Like I said, he hasn't been here in a while.
This is for you, and who would you like to pin the wreath? My daughter. Daughter?
Daughter Walensky. Yeah.
So that I just
Good evening, all.
Good evening.
I guess living this long to receive this honor,
It's quite a thrill. Thank you all for coming. I've enjoyed this evening, and hopefully maybe I'll be able to do this for a couple more years. Thank you once and all.
Brethren, please be upstanding. You'll kindly afford Right Worshipful Sheldon Walensky public grand honors taking time from the Grand Marshal.
Brethren, the public grand honors.
Most Worshipful Grandmaster, thank you for being here. Master, it is a pleasure once again to be here in Roosevelt Law. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, unfortunately, I was walking past the microphone and just could not resist. I want to congratulate all of the recipients who received their awards this evening. I can tell you firsthand, when I was sitting there listening to your biographies, the achievements that you have accomplished blows me away. I can tell you, in God, all honesty, when I was your age, I didn't have half of those accomplishments. But let me tell you something. You are embarking now on a new stage in life. And I know from looking at some of you, you like to think that you're all grown up. But the reality is, it is now that you are truly entering adulthood. You are now going to start making your own decisions, and you're going to have to own and be responsible for those decisions. No one is going to look over your shoulder to ensure the homework is done. I promise you, no one will nag you to clean your room. There will be no one there to scold you when you're late and miss curfew. You own these decisions. But let me leave you with a guiding principle. Now, I am 56 and a father of 5 daughters. And to this day, I still live by this guiding principle. Every time you have a decision to make, I want you to ask yourself, would mom and dad be proud of the decision that I am making? Yeah. If you can say yes, you will never make a bad decision. Congratulations and God bless.
Five daughters and you still have all your hair. You lucky son of a... Just a couple final points, ladies and gentlemen. Number one, brethren and honorees, families, those here in honor of someone, please stay after for photos with yourselves. And Right Worshipful Howard's going to do some photos. Right Worshipful Howard, thank you for everything tonight. We greatly appreciate it. And then, as I said earlier, there's cake downstairs for everyone to enjoy after. So I'm done talking for the night. Ladies, brethren and gentlemen, I know. Wait. Brethren, ladies and gentlemen, the Grandmaster.
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. It is indeed an honor and pleasure to be here this evening. Not only to see the recipient get his 65-year pin or wreath. I was actually at his 55th down in Azure Masada Lodge over in Cranford. It was obviously like 11 years ago. But I want to congratulate all the recipients this evening. And, you know, it's pretty well known amongst the brethren of what we do to support our youth organizations, and the community. But it's not always well known in the community or, you know, in civic society and what we do. But this is just one way. And actually, anything we do for our youth is an investment in their future. And we realize that the youth is our future. Leadership inside the lodge, leadership outside the lodge. It's all about the youth. Any way we can support them, and just keep the ball rolling and perpetuate society in a good vein. That's definitely the best way to do it. I won't take up too much of your time. I look forward to seeing everybody downstairs. I know they're going to have some pictures up here, and then we're going to go downstairs and have a little more fellowship and sit and chat. So again, congratulations to all the recipients. Thank you all for coming and supporting these causes from not only this lodge, but from around the district. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you.
So I know I'm standing between you and cake and pictures.
Sorry up.
But I want to leave you with two things. First, for anyone that wants to get involved in the programs you heard discussed this evening, in the back part of your program, the contact information, the name of the programs are there. You can have donations, or if you want to be physically involved in anything we do, you're welcome to join us. And last, for those recipients, those aspiring recipients down the road, since we see some younger siblings in the room, and even for the adults, don't stop dreaming. Don't stop grinding. And remember, there's always someone that can learn something from you. You're never done. You're always going to be a teacher and a student. With that, good night.
Recipients and families.
Yeah, what he said. Brethren, please keep your regalia on for pictures.